Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got some more agates to cut today. Again, these are Arizona agates found just outside of Phoenix in Gila Bend Mountain Range area. So let's walk through these and see what we're cutting. Alright, first nodule, no real windows. We'll see. This one's got a window showing some banded agate around a quartz center. So yeah, I'm almost positive doesn't matter which way I cut this, it's gonna have quartz center. But I'll probably cut them diagonal to minimize cutting through any windows. Maybe we can get a good face with a good combination of banding and quartz in the center. Okay, next up, this nodule. It's got some broken edges showing some agate. And then this top's chipped off and weathered, definitely banded. I'm thinking I cut him long ways, parallel to that broken face. And hope it's not fractured on the inside. Okay, next up we got another one that I can see possible tubes in this one. Some banding up here. So, not sure how to cut it, but try not to cut through that. I don't know, maybe I just cut him this way. I think I'll have banding on this side, maybe tubes on this side. We'll see. Alright, another little nodule. Does have a little window on that part with banding showing, so hopefully it's all banded agate. No windows on this one, but I like the color of the husk. We'll see. Again, I've been surprised by some of these, but usually these are quartz. And this one might have some fractures in it. But we'll find out when we cut it. This one was interesting. I saw some kind of that blue-gray look to the agate on the chipped edges here. But this face caught my attention. It's weathered a bit. It's got some fractures, but really good color. So I'll cut parallel to that face in the thick part here, back ways, and we'll see. Maybe it'll not have fractures in that part. Okay, next up I've got another possible moss agate, possibly banded agate, maybe a combination of the two. It looks like it's got maybe some banded agate on top and then some moss agate on the bottom. Alright, last up, got this big piece. I do see some quartz with some agate around it. Looks like the quartz might be getting smaller in the pocket. So I'll cut him a little ways back, parallel to that face, and hope for the best. Okay. So let me get these off to the saw, get them cut, and we'll see what's on the inside. All right, welcome back. So I'm going to start with this one that kind of broke in a bunch of pieces. Let's just kind of flip this one over. So it was a banded agate with a quartz center, a little bit of rhyolite or something in the bottom. But had a fracture and it broke in half. Get this out of the way. And then same with this part here. The end kind of popped off on a fracture. All right. Can't all be winners. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. We've got some fractures, got some dirt coming in the fractures. You can see that one running this way right here. Mostly quartz and a light banded agate. Not much to write home about. Next up, another small one. Looked like this one had that kind of a blue-gray color. And it did on the inside, but it does have lots of fractures. A little bit of a quartz center, but that one a little bit would have been really neat if it didn't have all the fractures. Might still look cool polished though. Okay. Next up, I had this one that I was hoping for something really cool here. And not so much. Alright, it looked like this agate had formed, broken up, and then filled back in with something else. With the banded agate all brecciated. And it is cool looking, don't get me wrong. I think it still might look nice polished. Because it is different. With the brecciated agate in there. Neat. Okay. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, mostly quartz, but it's kind of patterned a bit. A little bit of banding around the outside. It's got some fractures. But it's pretty neat looking. Okay, so this one, I thought it might have some tubes and stuff in it. Add some quartz, banded agate around it, or agate at least. I thought if I cut parallel to that, maybe we'll get behind some of this quartz and be mostly something else. Let's see if I was right. Well, I got behind the quartz, it looks like. Quartz didn't go very deep, but not sure what's going on in this stone. Kind of a moss pattern, I guess. A little bit of banded agate. And there's what's left of that quartz. A little bit of the quartz there. Mostly gone on this side. Different. Okay. Next up, be careful with this one because this one broke too. So this one had the pattern on that, so I cut it long ways parallel to what was showing. Let me get it wet real quick. And let's start for this broken half. And it's got some fractures in it, and this piece did pop out. You can see the dirt in there. But yeah, that almost looks like a Botswana. But most of the fractures are healed. Obviously some of them aren't. If that didn't have the fractures, that would have been really neat. Let's look at the other half, which stayed together. See that yellow fracture is pretty bad. Now I could always stabilize this with like Opticon or something and then tumble it or polish it. It's got a little bit of a shadow banding going on. But yeah, that is cool looking still. I like that. Wish that one would have survived. All right. 3 left. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. All right. It's kind of a moss agate on the bottom with a banded section on top. I don't see any fractures. That would look cool polished. That would make a neat specimen. This side as well. A little bit of pitting in this moss, but not too bad. Huh. It's pretty neat. 2 left. All right. So this is one that I said typically I would pass on because they're usually quartz, but it looked like it was going to be banded agate, at least right there. So cut it through. Let's see what we got. And definitely worth cutting. That was a nice banded agate. Now the saw kind of destroyed this one edge, but if I dome polish this, which I will, I'll definitely clean that up. That won't be an issue. But yeah, that's definitely going to get polished. That is a beautiful stone. Very cool. All right. Last up. Okay, so this is the one that had the broken, well, has a window. So I did cut just on this side of this window like I wanted to go through this little piece, unfortunately. And that part looks like it was open, but might have some tubes. So let's see what we ended up with. Ooh. All right. Does have a couple tubes in it that cut perpendicular too. It's got a banded pattern here and here. A little bit of quartz right there. A couple little fractures, but nothing major. Some pitting right here, but yeah, that'll look neat polished. That is a really cool stone. This side's even nicer. Again, that's just from the saw blade. I can clean that up. Super cool. All right, definitely get these at some point polished up. All right, last one in this video. I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, same old, same old. If you liked it, click the like. If you didn't like it, click the dislike. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked or didn't like. If you're not a subscriber and you like the video, consider hitting the subscribe button for me. It helps out. All right, thanks everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.